So, like, this team is, like, obviously, it's got a straightforward answer. That's great. But this team is probably at least 2 games away from the reroll still, which is really bad. We might have to accept the results. Like, if we can even just get through the next game or two without losing, draws might be all right, because we're trying, like, to get somewhere with this team. But yeah, 1 reroll without another catcher doesn't feel great. We need to keep winning fame and keep getting free rerolls. But good start on the team. 2 wins. We've got a straightforward answer. See where it goes. See where it goes. It goes into Dwarves with 1 reroll. Womp womp. Do we have enough to get a second reroll? Maybe. But yeah, this is not the spin we wanted. Not the one we wanted in terms of matchups. We'd probably keep this team even with a loss because of the straightforward answer now, as long as nothing died. You don't like to take a loss this early, but when you get an interesting sort of stat, sometimes it's worth pushing through with the record. Need to put your orders for painted teams to Techno. Okay, this looks like a dwarf team. They've got the Troll Slayers, which dwarves don't always take. They've got 12 players, which is obviously very nice. They've got just the 1 guard, but that can be plenty. They've played 2 games. They've won both of them. No conceits, so they've actually won both of them. I don't think I know Adant. Got block on the runner. This will be very, very tough. This will be very, very tough. With 1 reroll. With 2 rerolls, I'd give myself more of a chance, but 1 reroll against all that tackle, not good. Not good at all. Hoping really strongly that I get the fame and that I get more rerolls. Need those rerolls. Okay, oh, we did win the coin toss. That's something. We did get the fame. We might even have +2 fame. Nice. Okay, so if there are rerolls to be got, there's a good chance we're getting them. It is really sunny, but we're going to go defense first anyway. And that's fine. They've got the frenzy again, so we need to not leave people they can get served. Okay. I really thought we had a ward answer. A ward alignment who got a level, but maybe I'm wrong. Oh no, because this team's played 2 games and that got an MVP and then that got an MVP. So yeah, good MVPs in this team. They've both gone on positionals. Hey, Sikazex, how are you? Got this very involved conversation going on with Spleggy and Kayla and Raven, and I cannot keep up with where it started. I hate dwarves, they won't die. Right, Mr. Elrath, that's exactly what's wrong with dwarves. The famous Tomb Guardian? I'm so confused by Famir and Samich. Holy shit, the famous Tomb Guardian. Wow, I can't believe it. I don't know what you guys are talking about. There's no Tomb Guardian here. We're playing against dwarves. Oh, you're famous now. Oh, I see. You're on a team. Yes, you're allowed to comment, Sluggy. This is just CCL. The Sickest Eggs is here. I know, guys. That's how cool I am. Is that Sickest Eggs comes to my channel sometimes. Oh, no, 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 no. That worked out, but that was me tabbing back from looking at Streamlabs and clicking in completely the wrong square. And I hate it. Oh my god, guys, I haven't talked about the tabletop game I had last night. I had a game of tabletop last night in the local league I play in against an opponent who's really lovely, someone who I really enjoy playing with, and who's pretty good, like one of the players who I think is one of the best players in our local league. And we're both playing Imperial Nobles, and I've had a pretty good start with my Imperial Nobles. He's had a terrible start with his Imperial Nobles. And I honestly think it was the most one-sided dicing in my favour that I've ever had playing Blood Bowl. I had an Imperial Noble team with 0 Mighty Bow on it, and we caused 6 casualties, not including fouls. I have like a massive amount of dice because I was going to say because I go to like, I've been to tournaments and you get given dice at tournaments and I always keep them. But probably the real answer is just because I'm a nerd and nerds have lots of dice. So I have lots of dice. I like kept changing my dice to try and find ones that would not like roll so well because I was feeling that bad about it. Like normally I have lots of dice. It's like, oh, that dice rolled a 1. I'll put that away for a bit. This was more like, I'm going to keep looking for a dice that will roll a 1. But they wouldn't. I just kept rolling like 10 plus on every single armor roll. And it was just stupid. Right, Collier. It was like that, but in reverse. I was like, "Where's the bad dice? Please, Nuffle, let me find the bad dice because I just feel like really unfair right now." It was absolutely wacky game of Blood Bowl. And it was in some ways like the one thing I did think afterwards was like, with Blood Bowl 2, some people are like, "Oh, the dice in Blood Bowl 2, you have these crazy games that aren't like real life," and I was like, "Well, this is proof that this can happen in real life." I'm with you, Dizzy. You can never have too many. I do that as well. Normally I cycle persistent 1 offense. Sometimes you just feel like you're unstoppable. Yeah. It was ridiculous. It was honestly ridiculous. And then I found out afterwards that my opponent was saying that because like during the first pandemic lockdown, he was the one who like tried to get our whole local league onto Fumble and was like showing people how to play, and he set up like a mini league on Fumble. And hang on, let me take this turn and I'll finish that thought. Take that bug there. Good. Not even dead. Oh, we have 3 dice. So let's do that. Sorry, just going quiet as I work my turn out. Push you there, and I guess we pull up. Not even dead. I've been diced again. This is not a great spot for this actually, because you can push it onto there, but it does split the team. If you go down that way, you're leaving all these players behind. So what I've been trying to do this turn, for anyone who is wondering, because I just have those things quickly without talking much, I'm trying to take the opportunity of knocking that hole in the middle just to sort of split the dwarves in half. So some of them are over here and some of them are over here, because that's one way to make it harder for them to get good cages and stuff going on. So yeah, this opponent last night was saying that apparently when we did this, I don't even remember this game, but apparently when we were doing the Fumble League, which I didn't do for very long, I had a game against him, and his kids were coming in and out of the room and saying and asking him about what was going on, and because they were there that day and they kept asking him about this game we were having, they decided that like I'm his Blood Bowl nemesis. And so when he was coming out to play our game last night, he was like, "Oh, the kids are saying, oh, you're playing your nemesis. Oh, you've got to beat her." And he was saying, "Now I've got to go tell them that this happened." Faemir, it's very possible for men and women to spend time together and it not to be a date. And, you know, women in the hobby actually sort of don't love that assumption. Like, let women in your hobby spaces without it being sexual is the thing. I know you're just teasing, but thanks for the raid, Blip. Ask Steve Harvey. Isn't Steve Harvey the guy off that show? The one, what's the name of that show? I can picture it. It's the one where like you have to guess the word associations. Like when we ask people in our audience what they think of when we say wedding, they said these words. What's the name of that show? Family Fortunes. Family Fortunes. Family Feud. Okay. Okay, I believe you. I believe it's Family Feud and not Family Fortunes. So this has achieved the first part of what I was saying there. So like I've split their team up, which is nice. They're over here, we're over here. But they've still got a cage, so we've still got a lot of work to do here to try to unsettle them some more. Let me just take that block there. Knockdown is great. AV8, so it should definitely die. Didn't die. Disappointing. Let's take 3 dice on this one. Good. Put it down there. I think follow. Doesn't mean we have to bring someone in there, but That's okay. I don't know, maybe I shouldn't have. Maybe I should have. Nice, a nice stun. Boo. On the one hand, I don't like that I've moved the war dancer who's better at blocking than the loner is, but on the other hand, I'm more worried about this blitzer getting involved than I am about that long beard, so I didn't have enough players to hit both of them. I think that was the right way to prioritise. I hope it was. Fine. Boo from Cauliflower. I separated that father from their kids. I did, Famir. I was like, you cannot spend time with your children. You have to come play Blood Bowl with me. It was all my doing. I'm a monster. Anyway, Steve Harvey also has a talk show and he has interesting views on if men and women can be friends. Was the whole point of this? Can be friends. Okay. When you say interesting, do you mean just like predictable, being a bit of an idiot, or do you mean actually interesting? Because there are always some people who are just idiots. Poor the opponent from last night. Actually, some of you might have, those of you who came to UKTC would know, because he came with his family and had his car. Like they were supposed to be making it like a weekend away. So like he was going to play in UKTC and the family was all going to be camping nearby. And then they were doing a week after that on holiday and their car broke down like the morning they were supposed to drive up. Oh, it wasn't even they broke down. Someone like drove into them in their parked spot. It was a nightmare. No, interesting is not the word. Yeah, interesting is often a code for shitty. Yeah. Yeah, that's why I asked. I figured it probably was. I see what you're doing, Famir, and I'm not engaging anymore. Okay, that is a frenzy into a 1 dice, I think. Because you got that one there, but you'll have to go into that one, whichever way you go. Oh, why is there not a 1 dice? I'm obviously an idiot, but I can't work out why. You were hitting me. Oh, that's not an assist because there's got someone there. That's why. There's why I'm an idiot. It's good to know the reason why I'm an idiot. Okay. 3 nice for the tree. Good tree. Good guy merchant is doing a good job. A nice sun. Is there any way to get a hit on the ball here? Like this feels close to a box, but it's just not quite there, is it? Because we need to fill that square. If we leapt into that square, but at that point, we might as well just leap in with strength 4 and hit it. But I think if we hit it here, then we've got 2 dice on that one. And the cage is starting to look a bit uncomfortable. I'm going to dodge back out and bring someone else into the assist because I quite like you being not up on the line there. you here. Nice. Okay. And then you just got to dodge. Cool. Is it time to put you in behind? Or actually, I don't know. It's just sort of tagging that. I mean, you'll get up and then I've got to dodge off tackle again. On the other hand, it guarantees that player's not going anywhere. Which I kind of like, so fine. Excellent. We are getting a lot of blocks in this game, my goodness. We have definitely outblocked the Dwarves in terms of just block numbers by far. Oh, it's nearly time to go and socialise. Good luck, Collie. If I need any help with what? I can't remember what I was asking now, Kalon. Damn it. What was I asking? Saying I need help with? Not 100% what you need to go up for Grombrindal, but he's very good. Yeah, that's a different conversation. Hey, Jimmy. How are you? Hello. Only Kalon can read the phone book to me. Kalon reading the phone book stream when? There is a lot of taking the mickey out of your accent on Jimmy's streams, Kalon. I have noticed that being a consistent trend. We should have positioned that so that couldn't happen. We gave him a free hit there. That was stupid. That was stupid. We could have just positioned that like one square outside and they wouldn't have given them that hit. So that was silly. I didn't think they'd blitz over here, to be honest. That was naive, but I just thought they were going to keep doing stuff over here. And so I didn't even think about that hit, which I should have done. It's a full constant battle not to go full for the tent. Oh, Dougal. Well, I deserve that. I didn't die though, so that's good. That's a rather basic.
'Cause I'm just a CCL griefer, baby.
Thanks for the griefer, Collie. Are you off, Collie? Good luck socialising. I hope it's not the worst thing in the world.
I think she's got it. I think she's got it.
We need to block all the way down the line here. The problem is that if we fail these, and we've only got one reroll, this is where things can go wrong for us. Okay, well the tree is staying put.
I'm just a CCL griefer, hellboy like you.
Because we need 2 assists here because of the guard. Okay, at least that's on the floor. We're still not getting this, are we? What am I even thinking? Because we're going to get that hit. Unless we blitz. Yeah, we're not getting this. We're not getting the hit on the ball. That was not thought through all the way. It's a shame. So what do we do? Blitz here. Just really sit in their way. Take the block on the guard. Okay. Okay. A little bit greedy. Oh well. At least didn't injure ourselves. True fact, not one person on earth is actually an Irish accent. An unwritten rule is they put it on when they think anyone can hear them. They just speak normal, otherwise similar to Welsh made up stupid town names. Not sure that's true. Oh my god, Kaelon. I have it's a friend of a friend really, but I have a friend of a friend who is telling me because her name is Jane and her father is Italian, and she was it's a while ago, but it was in the pub just in fits of giggles because she was saying like my father called me Jane, like on my birth certificate Jane, and my father can't say Jane because he's Italian. So like Italians, yeah. Well, you could do GI for that J noise, but yeah, her father always calls her Jane, and it just made me laugh so much. Like English mum, Italian dad, which is the same as I had. So I have an Italian dad. But yeah, calling her Jane. I mean, I assume it was more her mum's decision, but her mum didn't think through the realities. Listen, James, I've had a deep fried Mars bar, and I don't care if it's a joke or not. That's like, I mean, I say this as someone who doesn't do drugs, but it's a drug. It's incredible. Deep fried Mars bars are incredible. I'm certain they're like the worst possible thing you can eat in the world, but they are incredible. So. It's a Scottish thing. It's Kim Jock, not an American thing. Yeah, I'm with you, Shepard. Like, you're like, I cannot, like, this is like, if this was available to me regularly, it would be incredibly dangerous. But yeah. Okay, this is not good. In our distraction, they have actually got a position over here at last with this blitzer. That is a frenzy. Would have been a frenzy trap, but they got the knockdown, so they're all right. That's just rude. At what point do we go in on this ball? Because we can at any turn, like we can just go in for the strength 4 leap. But we've only got one reroll, so as soon as we do it, it's like it better bloody work, basically. Otherwise, we're in trouble. Which is why I've been reluctant to do it, because it might not work if we do it. Oh, that's so bad. On any other player, I'm just taking that. But am I taking it on my strength 4 war dancer? I'm not. So now it's just our reroll gone for the half. So now we're playing no rerolls. Any other player, I'm taking it. But I don't want that player to die. So, oh, maybe I shouldn't have anyway. But that was just a rotten situation. Oh well. It happened. I'm just going to tag that blitzer and make them use the blitzer if they want to. Well, that was not a good turn of dice, was it? Oh, it got worse. Oh, I hate using that reroll. I hate using that reroll. I had a deep fried Oreo actually when I was living in the States. I had one at a fair, and like I like Oreos, but I didn't think that was so amazing. We went to like a local fair and they had them, and I was like, well, of course I'm going to try that. But it wasn't. Yeah, it was no deep fried Mars bar. I'm sorry, guys, it just wasn't. Everyone talking about deep fried Mars bar. Why isn't anyone talking about beans on toast? Because beans on toast aren't that nice. That Dio. I've said it. I'm not a beans person. I mean, that's not true. Like, lots of beans I like, but not baked beans. It's the kind of beans you normally have on toast. My buddy, I think that's pronounced Owen, and I'm sorry if it's not, Kaelon, is one of 4 kids. Each time a kid was born, the father was sent from the hospital to get the name registered and came back with the wrong name. They had decided in the hospital. By the time he got to registry office, he'd forgotten. Had he forgotten, or was he just going rogue? Oh, you'd be so mad. Fish and chip shop right next to my games club that does them. Stupidly proud of myself. Only ever had one. Yeah. Takes discipline. If I had one nearby, might have been a challenge. Never had one. Miss chippy sauce living in England. I miss from, well, I don't miss, I've never lived somewhere that did it, but I live in the south of England and I'm often upset that we don't get chips and gravy down here. Chips and gravy. Like, I didn't have it until I was in my 20s and dating someone from the north. Once I had it, I was like, why are chips ever served without gravy? This stream is like an enabling space for all my worst food, like, desires. I'm a bit worried that we've given away a strong position on this drive in the last couple of turns. Oh, they put a reroll into that. You had the knockdown, you've got block. Why would you put the reroll into that? I don't understand that at all. Did you need the power to get out of your way? I guess maybe you did to make the space through. Eat baked beans cold straight from the can over the sink. Oh, that's so gross. That's so gross. Ugh. Disgusting. Disgusting. That Dio. I say no to that. Oh. It pains me to think about. Okay, so at the moment, they're going to have to at least do GFIs or a handoff to score because they have not moved the ball forward. So that's good. There's a guy I knew took cans of tuna with him to work and just ate straight out of the can. That is also gross. Although I had a friend who he used to do that, like going to the cinema. He'd go to the cinema, which is like a tub of tuna. Horrible. Right, let's push you onto the tree. And we should have thought about everything else we were doing first, shouldn't we? Because I've done that and now I'm like, and what? What's your plan, tree? I think these are both going to need to get up. I think that needs to go first. Just get you in the middle, maybe. This is one we need to keep still, so... Like, this one is not a scoring threat. This one is a scoring threat. And then I think we try and do this dodge. Oh, that's nice. I wasn't particularly expecting that to work. That's good. Get you into the middle. And then we can try this one. Fair enough. Fair enough. Would have preferred it not to remove itself, but that's okay. I've done cold beans from the can at Leeds Festival. What you eat at a festival is a bit different though, isn't it? Because like at a festival, I haven't gone to a festival in years and years, but yeah, like when you're at a festival, you make do. Sorry, there's like so much chat going on, which is lovely, but I feel like I'm missing loads of it. Gunfolder looks like Kalon is giving them some advice on getting into the hobby, which is really cool. Hi, Gunfolder. I'm sorry if I haven't said hi to you so far. New to the stream, but I'm curious, you play a lot of tabletop. Sorry for a silly question. I do play tabletop. I actually sort of have just recently been playing a bit more tabletop because, of course, like lots of people, I didn't get to do it much during the pandemic, and I'm really enjoying tabletop at the moment. Like I'm really enjoying getting to do that again. I'm realizing how much I miss doing it because I came to this hobby through tabletop. So yeah, I do play tabletop, and I got into the game because a friend of mine so I used to go to, like, when I lived in London, I used to meet up with some friends sometimes and just play board games, like not Blood Bowl, like just board games in general, with a group of friends. And one person from that group in 2016, when they re-released Blood Bowl the last time around, was like, when Bubble came out, was like, oh, we should all play this game, and basically like bullied us all into doing it, and like made like a little mini league amongst us. And so that's how I first got into the hobby. And then playing online, I'd done like a bit of before, but again, like when the pandemic came along, I played a lot more online basically, because I was stuck home and needed to find something to stop myself from going crazy. And that's when I got into streaming. And that's my villain origin story. Dodging dwarves should be illegal. I disagree with it on principle. Especially 4+1s. Wow, that was actually quite a lot of dice that turn. And it means they've now got some scoring threats where they didn't a second ago. So it is a bit annoying. This is on tackle, so we can't reliably dodge it. Let's move you first, because at least we can do that move. So put you there. Got to place that one, I think, and then we'll try and dodge the rest and make more of a screen. Yeah, annoyingly successful end of turn dodging has made this situation much more scary. That's good though. So now it's just that one player and needs 2 GFIs. That's good. So now we've at least got a screen in front of it. And can't afford any sideways movement because it's at the limit of its range. But we'll try and base it as well. If we base it, could they get a chain push? I think not from here because you don't have enough players to fill those squares. So we'll just try that. Okay. Yeah, hype, right? Decided football was the thing to prevent me from going crazy. Well, I was playing in Rebel before lockdown. But yeah, getting into CCL was really like a lockdown thing. I started watching other people streaming and realised that there are actually some lovely people playing CCL and talking about it. Because I'd always thought of CCL as a bit hostile, like you sort of have to play people who you're not talking to and you don't know who they are. And I didn't enjoy that as much as I liked Rebel, where like you knew who you were playing and like doing stuff. So. But then, yeah, once I found streaming, it's like, oh, so I can play the game and I can chat to people and I can have fun. Made it very different for me. Is it a Hellboy ult? You'll never know. Maybe it is a Hellboy ult. It's not a Hellboy ult. I wonder if I could subcontract out a few streams to Hellboy. I mean, I'd need to make, some money to make it worthwhile if I was going to subcontract and pay anybody. But, maybe. So 2 3+ dodges needed to get to the end zone and 2 GFIs, and then you've also got to get the ball to them, which is not totally straightforward. It's all possible though. This does not look like the best way because you're... Oh, okay, you hand off my map. All right, just make all the dice. Be annoying. Make all the dice and annoy me. Okay, thank goodness. That was starting to look like it was going to happen, and I didn't like it. All right. Big fat few. We don't have any scoring threats of our own, sadly. I did that in a hurry, and I should have done that. I should have done the vanity pass on that player. So that was a mistake. Of all the players who wanted a vanity pass, that war dancer was actually the number one. So silly of me. Instead, should we try a pass with a catcher, or should we just do it on a random lineman? Let's do it on a random lineman and see if we can get... Because, make them MVP ready. Cool. That's everything. So we held them, which is good. We've only got one Kaz, but we've got some KO rolls to roll. Both back, very nice. Do we Daka? That's the next question. Having the strength 4 war dancer makes a Daka more tempting. Having only one reroll makes a Daka seem really bad. So yeah, I'm not sure about whether to Daka or not. Seems a bit iffy. I think I'd probably rather just try and score on Tom the Owl. I feel like if I can keep anything like these numbers, especially if I've got a reroll, can try and defend with that war dancer. Not that you just run up and score against Dwarves anyway, right? Like, you've got to be thoughtful about it regardless, because they're pretty good at defending. I've decided I'm marching to get as many games in an island. Oh, I'd love to go to a tournament island. That sounds fun. Never been in lockdown. Miss both. Was out of the UK being essential key worker. That sounds nice. God, lockdown was not fun. Do not recommend. I have some friends who are like, oh, I quite like lockdown. I'm an introvert. I liked it. Well, I think I'm more introverted than I was when I started lockdown, to be honest. But yeah, I'm not a natural introvert, and I did not like it. Naught out of 10. Would not recommend. Right, let's carry on the catcher. Let's let you do a block in here. Yeah, that'll do for the line. Well, we've got the +2 fame, but we didn't get anything fun out of it. I guess that's still good for us. It means the pass is back on the table, which before it was on... we were looking at Really Sunny before, weren't we? So that is still good for us. Let's cover that ball some more. Very nice. Now then. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good. Great. Lovely. So now we're 10 on 10. And one of their frenzy pieces is off. Unless they appo it, which they could. They do appo it. Big power appo. Not afraid of punchy elves. Fair enough. I think we pick the ball up next. Thank goodness. I'm going to push that up just in case this goes wrong. Which it does. Can't reroll that. Not with one reroll. Lockdown was fine for a month or so, yeah. Yeah, that's probably about fair. 1 month would have been like, wow, that was a rubbish month. But like, we did a lot of it over 2 years, didn't we? So yeah, that's definitely not ideal to fail that, but of all the things that could fail this turn, that was the one I was least sad to fail. Pickup would have been much scarier to fail. And any of the blocks before that would have been worse because the ball wouldn't have been picked up yet, so. No one saw that, but I just stylishly knocked a can off my desk and it landed straight in the bin. I feel like that needed to be on camera. See how stylish it was. Totally deliberate, completely intended, in no way accidental. Wait, do they have a bench, these dwarves? I didn't even notice that. They've got. Oh yeah, I did say that at the beginning, didn't I? 12 players. Appoing a KO when you've got 12 players. I mean, I guess it's just for the drive, but yeah. Pretty spicy. Pretty spicy. So now you do that and you get 2 dice in the ward answer as well. Makes sense. Makes sense. Are we pushing this side then? I don't know. Let's see what let's see where everything finishes up before we make any decisions. We can always go backwards. Might be able to loop around here. Just this ward answer is a bit sort of over to this side, isn't it? I guess they're going to dodge this dwarf as well because they've stood this one up. That's good. Oh, they're going to reroll it. No. You can still leave it on tackle. Yeah, I wouldn't reroll that. Not in that situation. Little cheeky 4+ dodge. Their 4+ dodges have been very good so far. So don't blame them for trying. But not that time. Good. I feel like there's a way to move forward here because we can hopefully 3 dice that. We can use the strength 4 one to hit that one. We can hit that one. I think that's probably what I want to do. So this is actually the safest part of it. And since it didn't work, we now know that we can't do that after all. Oh well. It was a nice idea. So we might end up going nowhere this turn. Let's see. Oh, it's so bad. Playing with one reroll sucks. It really does. But it really stinks that we've had 2 double skulls on War Dancers, which is supposed to be the safer thing you can do, right? Like, we've got block. So, like, those are the plays that you think, all right, a lot of things in this game aren't reliable, but hitting with this specific player is at least not likely to cause a turnover. And it's caused a turnover for us twice. Hey, Jimmy, how are you? Hope you're having a good Checks Notes Thursday. Your shirts will have an unlikely it wasn't accompanied by a South American goal when getting a hole in one bin. Is that just you? Might be just you. It hasn't happened here. But who knows? I can't speak for everyone else. So things are going to get more uncomfortable here in this drive now. Because we've got a lot of players bunched up here together that they can pen in quite easily. We've got a free hit coming here. They can hit the ball, I think, if they want to, but it's a bit of a rowdy one. If you hit this and remove it, then you've got a nice hit in the front. Okay, they're not going for the ball. They're going to go for the pushes here. And I guess base the ball. Okay. Giving yourself the 2 dice there. Does get us. Does get us off the pitch. Giraffe KO'd again. Poor Giraffe's going to end up with some serious concussion issues. I feel like she's been KO'd a few times today. Right, this might have to be just like a ball goes backwards turn. And now you force our hand on the blitz as well. Great turn for our opponent. Terrible turn for us. At least that's a knockdown. Okay, so the furthest they can get to is three lines out. So let's pull the ball back with some help. And and try to set up scoring threats ahead. Eventually. But first let's hit this, because I don't really want that. As one of the few players that's got agility 3 and movement 5, getting too close to our end zone. Okay. Do that one next and get the 3 dice. Good. 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 Nice then. And then let's try and start making there be things to worry about for us scoring. Nice. Nice. Okay. So now we've at least created a bit of sort of threat of some sort in different directions. Start spreading things out. Sometimes that's like the right thing to do with elves, is just to make a mess up the pitch, and then especially against lower teams, make it hard for them to keep a track of all of your threats. Then eventually you have to throw the pass. But with only one reroll, it's definitely not my this is not how I wanted this drive to go. But the double skull put us on the back foot, and so we're improvising. It wasn't just a double skull, was it? It was a double skull and a stun. That stun was also a real pain. Would have loved to get that back up. Yeah, loner relay is never good. There's only one loner, to be fair. But yeah, even just lineman relay isn't great, because no dodge, no catch, no anything like that. One reroll Blood Bowl is tough. But we had a War Dance die in game 1, and so we had to spend all our money rebuying it. And so that's where we find ourselves. Okay, send the movement 4-player forward, which hopefully makes this a bit better for us, but still not good. Okay, going for the scoring threat makes sense. Push is fine for them there. So I think we'll start with the tree, because that's obviously like a safe roll. Okay, doesn't work. Changes the plans a bit, because I was going to bring the tree in there and I was going to blitz the War Dancer out. But at least it's a one that, as I say, is a safe roll, doesn't turn us over. Definitely an annoying roll to fail. I mean, you can reach us over here, but if I just put the War Dancer on the corner, you're not going to get a friend, and the War Dancer is strength 4. So I'll just bring the ball like there. One, two, three, 4. Why don't we just go all the way to the sideline, and you really can't get us. You can base us, but you can't get us, and you're not going to get a friend to hit this War Dancer, so. All right. Could still go for that instead of the tree. think getting this War Dancer up seems very valuable, so knockdown would obviously have been much better, because now we have to dodge off tackle still. But we did make the dodge, so that's good. Okay, can't reroll it, so it's a shame. Ooh. The thing is, like with one reroll Blood Bowl, is that you're basically playing 0 reroll Blood Bowl until the critical moment. So yeah, we're basically sort of playing not reroll Blood Bowl at the moment, which is not working out great for us. I would have liked to get these dodges off, obviously. I think this one still made sense to do first. Like, try this one, make a screen there, and then the next one was going to be one of these two. But we didn't get to it, so... we trug on where we are. At least the tree is basing something for now. But we're about to take a lot of hits. Two dice here. Could surf this one, but I think they're not going to have enough players left to do it at the end. I guess the blitz is going to be here on the War Dancer instead. Yeah, get the knockdown there. Oh, arm break as well. It's not looking good, guys. So everyone's stunned at this turn. It's going to make our options really, really poor. KO is not better. KO is worse. This is horrible. This is really, really looking doomed now. I think we're going to lose this. I'm already wondering if we can even just sort of turtle it out and just not concede rather than even going for the win. But even that is a bit of a push. Yeah, I think I would reroll that. You've got enough rerolls. Luckily for us, it didn't get the knockdown. That definitely helps. It means we've got at least the potential of creating some sort of screen here on this side. This is a 1 dice, which you should take. Skull would be so nice. Skull would be so nice. It's not a skull, but it's not a knockdown. So again, it's something. Ah, damn it. They got off the tree. Oh well. What can we do? It could be great to blitz up here and free that piece up. But that obviously is dodging off tackle again. We'd use all but 1 square of our movement, so we come back to like there. I think it might be the point we have to do it, to be honest. Because we need to have more than 2 players available. Okay, that's good. And that's a really nice stun as well. Okay, that was good. It's something. The situation still does not feel wonderful, but maybe better than it was a second ago. I think we just got to try these hard dodges. They probably don't succeed, but what else is that player doing? And sometimes they will succeed. Hey, Graf, how are you? Your wolves do love elves because their armor isn't that high, yeah? Everyone playing against elves likes that about elves. But we like getting away. So we've got 3 turns to try and score ourselves. But I would probably take 0-0 at this point. Like, I'd love to win, obviously, but this has been some uphill sledding this half. So if we could get out with a draw, I would be okay with it. We had a really nice first half, but this second half has just been really like exactly the sort of wish you had 2 rerolls game. It would have been very different with 2 rerolls because you would have rerolled that double skull on the war dancer and had different options. How are you, Graf, by the way? In the league, my first power with Power Steen, my Flesh Golem was an instant kill. Wow, that's very nice. Flesh Golems can be hard work to get those casualties on at the beginning because you really, really want them because that piece like really wants skills. Like you really want to get block and guard on it. But because they don't start with Mighty Bow, it can be hit and miss whether you get those casualties. So that's a really nice start to your team. Oh. I think my internet had another wobble. It looks like it's going okay again now, but you might have lost some frames. I'm going to keep an eye on it and see if I need to do anything. But at the moment it's showing like it's uploading again. Okay. I think we're going to have to dodge off tackle again. Because I think our best path is to blitz this one and then try and get a bunch of players over to this side. Which obviously is not fun. Like we prefer not to dodge off tackle. But needs must. Where can we get to? Get to just that side of the tree. You cannot get that side of the tree. The other question is, do we hand it to a war dancer now? We'd rather it was on the war dancer and they'll be harder to hit, so it might be time to try. Problem with that is we've got to move you first, and then if we fail the dodge off tackle, which we do. Didn't fail the dodge off tackle, that's good. Okay. To leave it. This ball is not particularly safe because the guard could get there if you knock this one down, and then you get 2 dice from there, but at least without tackle. At least it would be without tackle. And their agility 3 pieces for scoring are all back here, which is the other thing. As I said, like I'd love to win the game. I'm trying to win the game, but a draw from the position we've been in, I wouldn't hate. So we'll see. Power scenes for hitting and killing, tank scenes for tanking, and maybe a little killing as well. Every player is for killing. It's Bud Bowl. Oh god, this is so tense. Like I'm genuinely like really tense about this next turn. Like we've given ourselves a chance here, but we've also given ourselves a chance to just lose the ball here. I still don't know if this would have been better off handing off from there, because that would have made that harder to get around to, but I just don't know. Pushes here would be great. Those are not pushes. So now you can get the guard in and you can take the 2 dice. You're power fishing because that hasn't got tackle, but there's 2 dice on the ball with a reroll. Come on, Tom the Owl. Give us your best bludger. Do your best bludger things. No powers, please. No powers. No powers. As a pow. God, at least wanted to get a reroll out of them. Ugh. Ugh. And a stun as well. It's pretty bad. Scatter is not great because they can hit that as well. Yeah, none of it's good. Looking pretty bleak here again. It's even scatter next to guard is bad actually. All of that's pretty bad. Oh, I think we're going to lose. We were so close. Oh. I did think about trying to get the ball to that one because of the strength forward and made it safer, but it was requiring GFIs and that didn't seem smart, so oh well. Maybe just not to be. I think this runner can probably get to this, can't they, if they knock this down, which they will. Yeah, it's worked out perfectly for them. Damn it. They're going to win. I thought we'd at least get the draw when I got up there, but oh well. Maybe I should have punted. Frustrating game. It's got away from us. It was a very good dice turn for our opponent. Annoyingly good dice turn for our opponent. Can leap here for 1 dice, but the guard is even in the perfect spot for them. Super annoying. Super, super annoying. Or we can try 2 3+s and then we'd have a 2 dice. Maybe we got to try that. Okay, so now we can try for a leap for a 2 dice. Oh no, we can't. We've got to do it again. It's got to be from there. Okay. Ah, it's too many dice. It's too many dice. Yeah, there it is. Shit. I'm really annoyed we're going to lose this game. I don't feel like we deserve to lose this game. I think I've played this game as tight as I was able to play it with 1 reroll. And that double skull that we had earlier, and then a snake there as well. Like, I guess I should have played that last turn differently, but yeah, I feel hard done by. I think this game we deserve to get a draw out of. I don't know if we deserve to win it, but I think we deserve to get a draw out of it. And we're not going to get a draw out of it. Oh, it's really annoying. Oh well. It is what it is. Yeah, I just hate taking a second loss on team so early when we didn't. We didn't want a second loss on the team this early. I guess I should have been more cautious with the ball somehow. I don't know how, because we had like 3 players we could move, but somehow I should have been more cautious with it. Grump, grump, grump. I'm really annoyed. Really annoyed about this one. Maybe we just should have punted. We just should have punted. They wouldn't have been able to score if we punted. We would have not won, but we wouldn't have conceded. It's just like, just like the one turn you ask Blodge to do something for you, like at least get a reroll out of them. Didn't even do that. So annoying. That's smart. And now you foul that as well. That's what you should do. Oh. I've only got one reroll for the next game. I have to appo it. And now you're going to foul the War Dancer and it's going to die. And then we'll restart the team again. Because I'm playing with one reroll, as we've seen in this game, is really hard. And that's with 3 positionals. So doing it with 2 positionals is a million times harder again. So you need to use that appo. But now when this gets fouled, okay, it's at least just a stun. And it doesn't matter, send off. It's a sad way to end the stream. Because this is going to be the last game of the stream. 3+3 + 5+? Nope. They've still got to roll GFI. Maybe they'll roll a snake. We've rolled like 3 snakes in this game. We rolled 3 double skulls. And an actual snake as well. No, they didn't. Oh. So annoyed. So annoyed that that's a loss. Like a draw really would have felt fair to me. A win, we would have been pushing our luck, but I just don't think we deserve to lose that game. I really don't. Just too many skulls at the wrong times. Like, the double skulls just absolutely smoked us on that offense. Well, we're definitely not saying goodbye to the team because the team is low-key incredible. The record is a bit rubbish, but if we can ever get to 100,000 and have another reroll, the team will be great.